In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am your English teacher Aisha Shahzad. I welcome you all to the online classes of Divisional Public School and Inter College Sahiwal. In this lecture, first we shall discuss a few important short questions and their answers taken from the exercise of chapter number 4, End of Term, written by David Dashes. Secondly, we shall discuss a few difficult words and their synonyms with reference to chapter number 4. I hope that you all have gone through the essay End of Term and came to know that End of Term is an interesting essay written in praise of holidays by David Dashes. The writer expresses his feelings and experiences of childhood, boyhood, and his youth in a friendly and informal style. He shares his extreme happiness at the announcement of an unexpected off day and holidays. I guess all the teenage students share such feelings with David Dashes. Let's discuss a few important questions with reference to this essay. Question number 1 is, what was Dashes' attitude towards the weekend as a schoolboy? Why did he long for it? Long for means wished for, and the answer is, the writer felt a special happy flavor of the weekend. When the last bell rang, the writer rushed to the home as an escaped prisoner. Rushed means to move quickly or hastily, and escaped means flight from the confinement. The writer longed for it because it had 2 solid holidays with it. It means the writer felt extremely happy on the weekend. He felt as if he was free from the confined walls of the school and going to enjoy a life of freedom on the 2 holidays, Saturday and Sunday. Question number 2 is, what was Dashes' general view of school life? And the answer is, in the writer's view, the school life was very hard, full of tears and horrors. The writer was not a dull student, but he found the daily routine of the school very tough, tiring, and boring. Such feelings are shared by majority of students because it is tiring to sit continuously without any physical or practical activity. Similarly, it was tough and boring for the writer as he had to be attentive mentally and physically for many hours. Question number 3 is, Dashes liked holidays for their freedom. Freedom from what? And the answer is, Dashes liked holidays for their freedom. It was a freedom from the tough, tiring, and boring daily routine of the school. The answer to question number 3 has the same content as we have discussed earlier in the previous question. Question number 4 is, how did Decius spend his summer holidays? The answer is, as soon as the summer holidays started, the writer went on picnic with his family to spend these holidays and enjoyed. The summer holidays are a source of great fun and relaxation for students all over the world. They can have a lot of time to go for family picnics and tourism. Question number 5 is, wishes do not come true in this life, writes Decius. What are the things he longed for but could not have? The answer is, in his childhood, the writer longed for a tricycle. Longed for means he strongly wished to get a tricycle. Tricycle is a kind of cycle which moves on 3 wheels, and it is usually used by kids. But his parents could not afford it. Later on, this wish was changed into a bicycle. A bicycle moves on 2 wheels, but it was also not fulfilled. Fulfilled means satisfied. However, he bought it with a prize money when he was 21. In his childhood, he also wished to buy some sweets or ice cream, but his pockets were always empty and his wishes were never fulfilled. That's why he says that wishes do not come true in this life. Dear students, you are very lucky that your parents provide you all the necessities of life. The basic necessities are food, clothing, and shelter. All of you are getting food, clothing, and shelter without spending a penny from your own pocket. You should be thankful to your parents that they are spending a lot of money to provide you good study environment, quality education, uniform, stationery, conveyance like a motorbike or a car, each and everything which you demand to carry on your studies. But still, most of the students feel that their wishes do not come true in this life. Question number 6 is, what did Decius do with his pocket money? And the answer is, the writer got a little pocket money, but he was not allowed to spend his pocket money for himself. Rather, he was forced to save his pocket money. In fact, his parents did not have a lot of financial means. They were financially very weak people. That is why they wanted to train their son David and other kids to develop a habit to save money. Question number 7 is, what were the feelings of the writer about Christmas and Easter holidays? Christmas is a Christian feast on 25th December that commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ, and Easter is the feast that commemorates the rebirth of Jesus Christ and is observed with variations of date. These two religious festivals are celebrated by the Christians all over the world with great zeal and zest, just like the Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Azha. And the answer is, the writer felt very happy on Christmas and Easter holidays because he got more holidays on these occasions. So they were far more pleasurable than unexpected holidays. Question number 8 is, why did the writer stand around an ice cream barrow? Barrow is a small push cart which can be used to sell ice cream, popcorn, fruit and vegetables, etc. The answer is, the writer did not have enough money to buy ice cream, so he stood around an ice cream barrow, longing that the ice cream man would be miraculously inspired to offer him a cornet or slider free, but it never happened. Cornet means a cone-shaped ice cream, like you must have had cornetto. Slider is a very small meat sandwich typically served on a bun. You know, the vendors make loud announcements in the streets to attract kids to buy such things. But he could not afford to buy his favorite snacks, but his innocent heart wished to get them free. Question number 9 is, why did the writer stand outside sweet shops with empty pockets? The answer is, the writer liked the sweets very much, but his pockets were empty. So he stood outside sweet shops hoping for a penny or two to materialize somehow. This is a biographical essay in which the writer has shared his tender feelings when he was a school-going boy. He was ordered by the parents to save his pocket money. He strongly wished to buy ice cream or sweets like other kids used to buy, but he had no money. That is why he used to dream that somehow he could get some money, or the shopkeeper would just give him anything free without demanding any money. Almost all the kids think the same. If parents do not allow them to get any unhygienic or junk sort of food, they will develop a strong desire for that particular thing. The young kids are just attracted and lured by the colorful display of sweet vendors. In fact, they are not aware of the harmful effects of such substandard candies and sweets. Now we shall discuss the synonyms of difficult words in this essay. I have chosen a few sentences with certain difficult words to explain. Number 1, the daily grind of school with its abundant homework, its fierce competition, pressed heavily upon the writer. In this sentence, first important word is grind, which means hard work. Second important word is abundant, which means in great quantity or plentiful. Third important word is fierce, which means severe or fearful. The last important word is competition. Competition means contest, fight or struggle. We have another sentence. We had a maid who would climb with grim steps up to the attic floor and announce in deep funeral tones. In this sentence, grim means severe, shocking, harsh or stern. Attic means the upper story room or top story, the upper portion of a house. Funeral means gloomy, dismal or dreary. Tone means pitch, sound or attitude. The voice of the maidservant heralded sounded in my ears like a summons to damnation. Herald means utter, proclaim or to announce. Summons means call, orders or command. Damnation means condemnation to hell. Curse, pains of hell or suffering. Sometimes they had dismissal of school an hour or two before the usual time because of some crisis or celebration. Dismissal means closure or removal from office or discharge. Crisis means disaster, catastrophe or calamity. The annual midterm holiday, a Monday off, made a luxuriously long weekend. Luxuriously means enjoyably, richly or lavishly. We have another sentence. We got holidays of 3 weeks at Christmas and Easter, but these were tragically reduced to fortnight and then to a mere 10 days. Tragically means sadly, terribly or dreadfully. Fortnight means 2 weeks or 15 days. Mere means only or sheer. The writer savored his happiness with conscious relish. Savor means to enjoy the special taste or smell of something. Conscious means deliberate or mindful or intentional. Relish means special taste, flavor or savor. Savor and relish have the same meaning. How often I hung on the outskirts of a crowd around an ice cream barrow, wondering whether the ice cream man would miraculously inspired to offer me a cornet or a slider free. We have already discussed that cornet is a cone-shaped ice cream and slider is a small meat sandwich. Hang on means hold on, linger, stay around or wait. Outskirt means outer edge. Barrow is a small push cart. Miraculously means amazingly, incredibly or astonishingly. Inspired means stirred or aroused or motivated. I have 2 assignments for you to enhance your exam preparation. First, write down the questions and their answers of today's lecture in your classwork register. Second, learn all the synonyms of the difficult words we have discussed and do an oral practice with any cooperative family member. That is all for today. We shall discuss a few additional important questions in the next lecture, inshallah. Thank you for being attentive. Allah Hafiz.